Hello boys and girls and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. So we are now in the Goron Mines. Let's get straight into this. Obviously your biggest problem here will be the lava, but don't worry, you should never fall in it. I have once. It was during a bit later on, which I'll go through. So first things first, go through here, smash this and smash that one as well. Come over here. Now there's a switch here. You need to put on your iron boots in order to get it to go down. This will cause the fire to stop, take them off and run past. Up here is another switch. Jump on. Causes that to stop. And we can run around to that one now. So, wherever you are, boys and girls, I hope you're having a good afternoon, a good morning, a good evening or a good day. Ignore that enemy, it shouldn't cause you any problem. And one of our first new enemies, I think it's got a fire slug and a chest here. Just some rupees, nothing too spectacular, but worth collecting nonetheless. So go back across and go left. Now before going any further, go down here, because there's a fire slug right there. You need to be careful with that. The first time I played this, I ran straight into that after hitting the switch. So just be a bit careful about that and you'll be fine. So, another button. Throw on the iron boots. And then once again, set off running. You've got plenty of time to do this. Even though the counter makes it sound like it's going to go back any second, you've got lots of time. And you want to jump over here onto this switch and throw on the iron boots again to lower it. Now you don't have to kill that slug, it's entirely up to you. If you want to, you go for it. I'm not going to bother. What I do want to do though is keep going. In this dungeon we will be getting 2 more pieces of heart, 1 stamp and the bow and arrow. Well, the bow. So when you come into this room, it will show you the layout of this area. And first thing I want to do is go to the right, because there is a chest with a small key in that we need. Down here are 3 bobbins, or whatever it is they're called. So get rid of them. Don't try to be fancy like I did, because it just won't work. Just check all these for rupees, because you do need quite a lot of rupees later on when you're helping Mallow with his market, but we will get to that later. And with that we have our first small key. Just check these for rupees, because you never know. There's plenty of heart pieces, so you should have no problem here. Sorry, there's plenty of hearts for you to get your health back, so there should be no problem with that. And so we head up here to the left. These moving platforms straight across. This one can be a pain. You can over jump this, so I find it easier to jump a little bit to the left, just so that I've got more of a landing platform, because there have been a couple of times where I've overshot it and fallen straight through. In this area we will meet another one of our new enemies, which is the Dodongo. Now unfortunately we don't have bombs yet, so we have to do this the old-fashioned way, by attacking its tail. And that's it, it's that simple. So, jump over here after doing that. Do not go through that middle section just yet. We will go in there after, but let's get rid of these first. And there we go. Now there's one more of them to defeat. And then we will unlock the area. Oh, no, thought I could hit the tail. Obviously not. Right, and with that we are ready to, as you can probably see there's a bit we have to pull. Not a problem. So, just grab it and pull it out all the way. Now, through the mesh, you can see the flames lifting up and going down. Wait for those to go down before setting off, because it makes life a lot easier getting to the middle before the gate closes. There have been a few times where I've mistimed it and end up missing my opportunity because I've had to wait for the flames. So with that we are in our first underwater section. Now because we don't have the Zora's tunic yet. We will have a timer whenever we have to go underwater using the iron boots. Don't worry, you have plenty of time. It might not seem like a lot, but it's enough. So equip the iron boots to hit the floor, and also hit this switch, and this happens. These magnetic platforms play a huge part in this dungeon. We will be using them a lot. So once you get to the top, unequip and go through. Now in here we will meet a little Goron, as well as collect the map. I think it's the map and the rupee. Indeed. So yes, he tells us that he's glad that we've come to help him, and he's one of the 4 Goron Elders. Now this is how we get the boss key as well. We get it in sections. We need 3 sections in order to become a whole key again. So there's another 2 to find. And so with that, let's open these chests. I'm thinking about doing dungeons in just one whole section, if I'm honest. I think that's going to be a lot easier than trying to do everything in parts, because then you're not having to wait, and it just makes life easier. So there you go. Up this ladder behind him. Don't go back through the way you came in, because you won't be able to go anywhere. You need to go up here and then to the left, and we will meet another friend. We will see this character in pretty much every dungeon. So once again, they'll stick with us and we can warp in and out of the dungeon as we please. I've never had to use this yet. I've never once had to use this character, so yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about. So anyway, go through here. Now you can go either left or right. I prefer to go right, just because on the left side there are 2 slugs, on the right there's only 1. So yes, with these you can walk on walls, you can walk on ceilings. It's pretty awesome. And so with that, yeah, be careful there because Link will slide. You want to go through here. Now this is where our first piece of heart is. Just double check for more rupees. Nope. It's not giving up any today. So you want to head to the northeast part of the map before going any further, because this is where you'll find your first piece of heart. Just watch out for the slugs, but again they should cause you no problems whatsoever. And in that chest over there is the piece of heart that we want. So I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. I'm thoroughly enjoying playing through it. I absolutely love Zelda games. Next one will be Wind Waker, which will be awesome. So that's our first piece of heart in this dungeon. And once again, walk back on the ceiling. Unfortunately this bit is a bit of a trek, so yes, I do apologise for that. There's not a lot I can do, because now we have to basically do a really large U-turn. We have to go back to the west side, curve round to the south, and then go back to the east. But it doesn't matter. So yes, I'll be uploading at least one of these a day, hoping to get through so that you're not waiting. I was tempted to do one a week, but then I thought no, because who wants to wait a full week for the next part of a full walkthrough? So it might work for people such as Dashi Games or Jacksepticeye, who just do the occasional random videos and things like that. Personally, I want this to be more walkthroughs. Nothing against those guys. I absolutely love Jacksepticeye and Dashi. So yeah. Next on my list will probably be Wind Waker. I'm already starting to have a look into doing hero mode on that, because I'm yet to do that, which should be fun. I was tempted to do hero mode with the Ganondorf amiibo for this, which, if you don't know, that means you take 4 times as much damage instead of 2. But looking at it, I recently went through the Cave of Ordeals, and yeah, it's quite difficult. I'm not very good at the Dark Nuts yet, so Yeah, I'm probably going to leave that one. So once you get over here, you just want to drop down. I'm just going to make sure I'm actually over it. And then you want to go through here. Now, you will recognise this room, but we are in a different section. Over there is a switch that we need to hit, as well as 4 of those enemies. I want to call them bullbins, but it's not. It's bokoblins or something. I can't remember. So yes, let's destroy that. Also, watch out for the fire keys, because I think they might bother me in this one. Do that. Just make sure you get all of these killed before you go any further. You probably could avoid them, but I find it makes it easier just to get rid of them completely. So once again, jump on that, and now we have a crane that will move us from one section to another. Now we want to head over to there, because if we follow it the other way, it will take us back to the beginning of the area, because we came in over there. There's the key that we got. So as you can see, we do not want to go that way, we want to go that way, and there will be another switch for us to hit, which will set off another crane. And do that. Okay, that's them down. And so with that, we now have access to this crane, and it will take us through the north door, which is exactly where we want to be. Now in this north area, you will see some archers. Oh, okay, I did not mean to do that. Wrong button completely. That's fine. We'll take the scenic route. Get rid of him. And get rid of him. Okay, so in this next room, you will... Oh no, it's not this room, it's the one after. I do apologise, I'm getting ahead of myself. So in here we have some of these. I forget what they're called. Tektites, is it, I think? So just deal with them. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Now you see the chest over there, we're going to get that straight away, because that is, I believe this is another small key for us, which is what we need. And there we go, that's that small key. So take the boots off so we don't lose too much air. And you want to head over to the caged area over here, and as you can see there's a block down there that we can push, which is what we need to do to get to the next bit. So push that out the way, swim up to the top, and there you go. Once again, another switch for us to press. There is quite a bit of these floor switches, I'm afraid, but there's not a lot I can do about it. So over here, put the boots on and stick to the ceiling. We are heading over to where that blue crystal was that you can see. That unlocks that's the mechanism used to unlock the door. And it is on a timer. Now we will be going back through here, but next time it will be much faster, because we will have the dungeon item. As you can see, this one will electrify us to the wall and pull us across. My advice is to jump off and then equip the iron boots, and you will just spin directly to the wall. I find that to be the easiest. I know some people do prefer to drop off, as in walk off the edge while the iron boots are equipped, but I prefer to do it that way. There's a chest here, don't miss it. That's another 20 rupees for us. I will say, oh, just before I go, so you hit this, and you have a timer to get through that door. And we're through. And with that, that's them two dead. Now ignore those for now because they're just a pain. You want to go up here and then go to the left. That is where our second piece of heart is. So I must explain, there is one chest here we will not be getting. Not until much later on. Well, I say much later on. It's not until after the third dungeon. which, if anyone who's played the Zelda game will know, it's the water temple. So, now that we've got that, you want to walk back up here and go to the right hand side. The statues there that turn are called Beamos. The red eye will, if you get close enough, it will lock onto you. Well, I say lock on, it will look in your direction and start firing a laser. Now you can stand just outside of its range, not a big problem. If you do get hit by it though, you do take damage, obviously. Now once you've got the bow and arrow, you can destroy it. Very easy, just a single arrow will destroy it, which is great. So drop down here and go through this door. And this is the section I meant when I said there were archers. I do apologise, I got way ahead of myself, but never mind, we are here now, that's the main thing. So, as you can see, the archers are going to be raining arrows down. We can ignore them for now, they're of no worry to us whatsoever. Not until much later. Okay, the camera decided to have a little freak out there, that's fine. So you want to break your way through that and just keep heading up. Then you want to head to the left. If you don't stop, they can't hit you. I don't think. I've never been hit by them anyway. And you want to open this key, this chest for this key. So with that, head on over here and go through this door. Again, very simple, nothing too difficult here. This is where it does get a little bit different. There are some more of these platforms, not a big deal, but there's one here that's quite large. Now this is how I like to do this. I like to jump on and then get as far as I can, because it just makes it easier on the other end. And so with that, we can head through this door and find another Goron Elder. And he gives us the second key shard. Now we only need one more and we are done. But before leaving this area, and he talks about the weapon that can help us. Yes, the guard will be less talking and more wrestling. So behind here is another chest. A nice 10 rupees. It's not too bad, can't complain at that. And then you want to go up the ladder behind him. And walk around. Now we have one more wall section to do, and then we're on to the mini boss, which after that, and after I've got the weapon, I will be leaving this video here. But for now, let's just keep on trucking. So once again, walk up the wall. As you can see, there's a chest down there. We will be collecting that. Make sure you're quite far into the corner just to make sure you don't miss. And there you go. I've never dropped down there. I have no idea if there is anything down there. I don't think there is, but feel free to go down there and check for yourselves. I'm not going to stop you. Right, let's get on with the mini boss. Now this mini boss is insanely simple. My advice is stand on the edge with the iron boots and let him come to you. I'll explain it as I do it. This guy looks intimidating, but he's really not. I think somebody should have sent in a memo telling him, oh, by the way, there's a guy coming to help us, he needs the weapon. So, put the iron boots on and stand well back and let him come to you. Stand about here, get close. When he raises up his arm, attack him 4 times, grab him and then throw him off the edge. Do that 3 times and you're done. throw him off again. Do it once more and you're done. Like I said, this is an insanely simple boss fight. There is nothing hard here. And that's it. That is a bit of a joke in my opinion, I must admit. There are some mini bosses on a few of the Zelda games that are difficult. This one, bit of a joke. Yes, feats of strength. And with that he lets us pass and we can get on with it from there. I will do my best. For some reason defeating him makes the lava level rise. I have no idea why. So, let's go. Yes, sorry, I do apologize. I tried to roll, but instead spoke to him. And there we go. Now, I love this weapon. I love the bow. Probably my favourite weapon in any Zelda game. I just love it. I don't know, it just gives off the whole adventurer vibe. So yes, it holds up to 30 for now. So with that, boys and girls, we will leave this video here. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. I will be finishing this off in the next video. I think, although considering doing a dungeon episode, that's going to make the videos like 40 minutes to an hour long. A bit too much. So, I hope you all look after yourselves. I hope you all have a good day. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves, guys.